Alright guys, to start off, I'm priming my eyelids with the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Then I'm taking the Ultimate Basics palette from Urban Decay. This is in the color Pre-Green. This is just to set my eyebrow concealer and my primer. Then I'm taking Commando with a blending brush, and this is going to be my transition color. I always start off with a transition color, nothing new. Using this brush from Sephora, this is the number 10 I believe, but very similar to the MAC 224 or the Sigma E40. Now I'm taking this darker shade, this is Lockout, and I'm using a more stiff brush. I believe this is from Morphe. I don't know the name, but I'm using this brush to rock it back and forth in my outer corner and inner corner. And this is what's going to create the halo effect. It's going around the middle or the middle of my eye where my pupil would be. Coffee break. Now I'm jumping into Hot Chocolate from the Anastasia Self-Made palette. I believe this one is also a single, so you can buy the singles. Now I'm going to deepen my crease and inner corner, but I'm not bringing it into my middle of the crease. I'm doing it on the inner part and the outer part, and you want to pat and then rub it in. Taking that blending brush that has the leftover Lockout on it, you're going to rock that color back and forth to blend out the harsh line. We're picking up Spirit Rock. This is going to create more of that smoky effect now. And I'm patting that right over the Hot Chocolate, but just on where my eyelid is. Hot Chocolate, I went a little bit above the crease, but for Spirit Rock, we're just going to keep this right on top of the eyelids. And keep going back and forth, blending. And I am going to go in with a little bit more of Hot Chocolate over at this point, just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. Give my glitter something to adhere to. This is the gold shade from the Self-Made palette. I believe it's called Self-Made as well. Gonna pack that on my eyelid. You can foil it with a little bit of water or your setting spray. I just didn't see the purpose because I am putting this glitter over. This is from Stila. This is their new liquid glitters, and these are so sparkly and so bomb. I like this way better than their old pot glitters, and they're really nice, and they don't get chunky like their old ones. So now just applying a little bit of mascara. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes. These lashes are from the Beauty Box, and this is in, I believe, Spicy. I cut them and I apply glue, and I'm using my lash applicator from the Beauty Box to apply my lashes. So I'm going to take a break from the eyes and move on to the face. I'm using my smoothing primer from Makeup Forever. This is my favorite primer at the moment. I haven't switched it up in a while, so very nice to control the oils but also fill in pores. I'm using a beauty blender to apply my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation, and I am in the color Caramel Beige. So now on my forehead, because it's darker, I'm using a darker foundation, and this is the Anastasia foundation stick, and I'm using a brush to apply it. I don't like using a beauty blender. I just feel like a brush blends it out a little bit better. To cover up my dark circles, I'm using a peach corrector from Bobbi Brown. This is in dark peach. I don't always do this, but because the concealer I'm using is very, very light, I kind of need more of that yellow base underneath. So I'm just using my beauty blender to blend out that cream product, and I'm gonna go straight into concealer. I'm using the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. Not my favorite, but it's really nice. I mean, it's really hydrating. For those who have dry under eyes, this would probably work best for you. Clearly, I over highlighted my face, but just make sure you blend it really well. Use your beauty blender to its best advantage and pounce, and don't rub. Just make sure you pat it in. That's how you get more of a flawless cover. After you do your concealer, just make sure you set if you are prone to creasing. I am, so I set underneath my eyes, and I'm gonna do the bridge of my nose and anywhere where I get oily or I separate quickly, so my T-zone basically. Taking my Sephora powder and I'm patting this into my skin where I didn't put the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is just to set the rest of my face. This is a mattifying powder, so you can use it by itself instead of the translucent. I just like the effect that the translucent gives me. So this is what the finished eyes and under face looks like. Now I'm just gonna smoke out my bottom lash line. I'm not going on my waterline. I'm using that for making my eyes look bigger. I'm gonna use a flesh tone color over there. Just using a smudge brush to blend out this Givenchy liner. This one's really nice because it's really creamy, so it doesn't hurt when you blend it out. And then I'm picking up hot chocolate to smoke out my under eye a little bit more. Now I'm taking this pencil from Ebony. This is in Walk of Shame or the nude color from their waterline line. I like it. It stays really well and it's really pigmented. I don't know what happened to the clip of the glitter in the bottom of my eyes. I don't know what happened to it. So just put some glitter kinda in the same area where you applied the glitter on top. So this kind of makes it look like a halo on the bottom. Just taking off the translucent powder, and we're gonna move on to the rest of my face. I'm gonna start off by contouring my face with the Anastasia contour kit in light to medium, and I'm picking up all three colors. I like doing this. It just makes it look more natural. I don't have to worry about what color goes where, and I'm basically gonna give myself a bronzer helmet. This kind of makes it look more natural instead of doing a bronzer and then a contour powder. So I like doing this. Do whatever you please. I'm going to contour my nose. In this video, I kind of over contoured my nose. Sorry. It's because the lighting in my room made it look like I didn't have enough, so I kind of overdid it. But just going on the sides of my nose and bringing it up towards my eyebrows kind of give it a more natural feel. And then taking this brush, this is from the beauty box, I think, just to finish that nose contour. Taking this highlighter from Inglot. This is super pretty. It's like a bronzy color. And I'm applying that with a fan brush from Sephora. and just applying it on my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, as well as my cupid's bow. I'm setting my face now because I want my next highlighter to pop, and this is the Artist Couture highlighter in Coco Bling. This is from my coworker Katie. Thanks, Katie, love you so much. And I'm using a small blending brush to apply it and just putting it on the higher points of my cheek. Do you see that? Do you see that? Coco Bling. On the bridge of the nose, a little bit, and then a little bit under the brows. So while filming this, I broke my blush, which kind of sucked. But this is Kat Von D's Pour Vida blush, and I'm just lightly applying it because it's really pigmented and really bright. And I like the more peachy type of blushes. Okay, so we're almost done. I'm applying my lip liner. This is Mahogany from NYX. I didn't have a darker lip liner, like a darker brown, so I just used this, kind of very more mauvey, and just outlining my lip as so. And then I'm also gonna apply my lipstick, and this has been my favorite type of nude lip color. This is Bite Beauty's lip color in Honey Wheat. Finish off the look, I'm just applying this lip gloss from Dior. It's called Mirrored, and that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Have a safe new year, and hope you guys have a good 2017.